This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by Nick Ball here in Saudi Arabia. Nick, firstly, commiserations. Not to be for you tonight, but for the majority and most people, especially from looking online, that had you winning the fight tonight with Rey Vargas. Just your immediate reaction and reflections to what unfolded in the ring there.
Yeah, just disappointed. Yeah, should be world champion. That's what everyone's saying, innit? But you know, as much as many people are saying that, still doesn't really matter, to be honest. I should have the belt here with me, but that's not the case.
You might disagree with it. Ray disagreed with it when I raised it to him. It seemed to be a bit of like a fight of two halves. He had the success in the first half, and the second half pretty much took over. Obviously, he had the two knockdowns as well. Do you think that would be a fair assessment of the fight?
Yeah, definitely. The first half of the fight, yeah, just started off slow, weren't throwing many punches, to be honest. But I can remember, I'd have to watch it back. But just the second half of the fight, I felt like I got to him and got two knockdowns, had him on the back foot, chasing him around the ring. Yeah.
Can I say I remember it quite clearly. We're scoring that fight round for round as it goes in real time. You know, the first 5 rounds were close. I heard it said some people had Nick 5 down. I wouldn't agree with that. Right, some of the rounds were very close and could have gone either way. You could score it 3-2, or you could go wild and score it 5-0 for Vargas at that point. However, you said fight of two halves, and the second half of the fight, not even the second half plus a round, the last 7 rounds, Nick really pushed on, come on, and probably swept the vast majority of those rounds as Vargas started fading, trying to live at the pace Nick was setting, and he got dropped twice, and clearly as well. He can moan all he wants after it. I wasn't that impressed with the way he conducted himself, to be honest, crying about the knockdowns. Fair enough, he doesn't want to lose points, but he got knocked down clear. He's thrown himself on the floor like a little girl, right? He was over and over. He threw himself on the floor 30 times probably. The referee was one of the worst referees I've seen. It's like he was refereeing an amateur bout between two 11-year-olds. As soon as they got near each other, break, panicking. Professional boxing, you're allowed to box on the inside, you're encouraged to box in. It's a part of the business and a part of the game, and the referee just took that away. And now you're a 5'5" or 5'4" featherweight, boxing a 6'1" featherweight, with the referee won't let you punch you when you get close. I mean, even though with all that, and with the experience the fella had, and the height he had, and the reach he had, and the referee the way he was, Nick still give it to that kid, and should be studying now. You know, the young overtakes the old. The young king will has to kill the reigning king, and that's what happened. And then, they didn't give him his just desserts, took it away from him.
Nick, just to swing it back to yourself, obviously, especially in those initial early rounds, trying to get on the inside, deal with his height and reach advantage that he had over you. How did you find that? And trying to stay composed, because that is what I think, on reflection, a lot of people have decided to give you a lot more credit for because of how, especially the second half of the fight, turned out.
Yeah, it was. It was a massive size difference, wasn't it? And it was quite awkward at the first half of the fight, but obviously you've got to figure it out and get in, work your way in. You can't just rush in. So, yeah, and I felt like I'd done that. Found my range, got into him. Yeah, it was frustrating, to be honest, inside the ring, I felt. He was running, leaning back and all that, so it was hard to catch him clean, but when I eventually did, I hit him. His legs went, and then also got 2 knockdowns, so yeah, just a bit of a mad situation, to be honest. Should be world champion.
Nick, I know money talks, so that can change everything, but speaking to Ray earlier, he said that in his opinion he felt like he did enough to win, and he's going to move on now. He doesn't really want to entertain a rematch. What do you make of that, and where do you go now?
To be honest, don't really know. Leave it up to my team. I always listen to my team, whatever they think's best, but only time will tell, innit?
I'm not surprised the fella doesn't want a rematch. He got lucky. He's not soft, he got lucky. He knows he got lucky. I think that thousands of people in there, the boos were cascading down into the ring, everyone who had anything to do with it. I mean, what did you think?
I had Nick winning.
The same as everyone, and the fella knows he got lucky, so I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't want to entertain Nick, but if he doesn't, I would imagine that rematch will be ordered by the WBC anyway, and if he doesn't, he'll have to vacate, and Nick will box for the vacant title, whatever happens. But I'd be surprised if he goes anywhere near Nick Ball again. I think he underestimated Nick. He's thought, this fella, I'll just keep on the end of my jab or whatever, and he's got the shock of his life, and here we go.
Nick, my final one, which might raise a bit more of a smile to yourself. I've seen Ray Ford say on social media that he'd still entertain a fight with you, he'd still give you that fight on the 5 versus 5. It might not be a unification, but it's still another opportunity to become a world champion, somewhat cushion the blow if a deal could be agreed there still?
I'll fight anyone, me mate. Yeah, I don't really care. So yeah, anyone who wants to fight, I'll fight. Anyone who my team wants me to fight, I'll fight. Yeah, I'm up for anything.
Listen, guys, appreciate it. It's not the interview you guys was imagining doing here tonight, but thank you for speaking to me. Safe travels back to the UK.
So thanks.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.